What's going on, guys? Snaggy here, and it's time to preview some rugby league. Kiwis versus Tonga. I don't have a horse in this race, obviously. I'm not Tongan. I'm not a Kiwi, but I absolutely cannot wait for this game. I think it's going to be awesome. Both teams relatively even matched. I just think it's going to be a sick game. I really cannot wait. I have a feeling we're going to get a little bit more free flow. I feel like whenever the Aussies play, it's just defense, 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 defense. Obviously, that's what the Aussies are like. And then the other team, obviously, copy and paste that as well. You don't want to make it look silly out there. So I feel like we might get a little bit more of a free-flowing game in this one compared to the last two internationals, which are, like, straight up have been mid. Like, they definitely haven't been barnstormers or anything like that. So I think this might be the best game of the lot. I think it's going to be really, really good, guys. So absolutely bring it on. We'll go through the team list, guys. I have a couple of bets down as well we'll have a look at. And we'll just pick our head-to-head who we think is going to win this thing. So let's just go through the team list. It is pretty much the same, only a couple of changes. So back 7, the same for the Kiwis. And then we have the front row. We just have Tarpany coming in the front row. I actually like that a lot better. And the White coming in as well to the lock position. And then we have Leo Thompson in and Neem back to the bench, which I love. Now, just going on this, I feel like... who's the coach? Stacey Jones dropped the ball pretty hard. We'll give him a chance. It's his first roll of the dice with the team as official puppet master up there, the coach. I think he just brought Cody Nikorima into the game way too late. Like, I think Nikorima came into the game with 10 minutes to go. I think it was like the 69th, maybe even the 70th minute, to add that little bit of X factor spark, a little bit of offensive spark that the Kiwis were missing. And it was just like, just think about it a sec. 10 minutes. A set takes roughly a minute. You're giving him 5 sets to win a game against Australia. Not long enough. You should have brought him on with minimum 18 minutes. You get 9 good sets of 6 there. You could get it done, all right? So I think if they are struggling to score points again, he has to bring him on a bit earlier. I actually like Neem better off the bench too, and I think Leo Thompson's a good addition. So I actually do like this Kiwi team a little bit better. As far as the Tongans go, Feni Fuiyo, so Sua Wong. All right, so we have back 7, same as against the Aussies. We have did Kafusi start last time? Can't remember. No, Paseka did, right? I can't remember, but anyway, someone will know in the comments. And then we have Sonny Luke, Satili Tupanua, Paseka, and Sua Wong. I'm not too sure what's going on here with Kohler. I think Kohler's definitely a better fullback than Hopewadi. I think Hopewadi's going to be a better fullback, but I think Kohler's probably got his number now. Oh, Kulamatunga's been left out, so Sua Wong comes in. Interesting, guys. That's very, very interesting. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look at the team stats here, and then we'll do our punts, and then we'll have just a bit more chat about the game. So, Kiwis have won all 4 tests against Tonga played in Auckland. Tonga have scored only 8 points in their past 3 test matches. Kiwi winger Jermaine Asako has scored 5 tries in his past 4 tests. There's an ATS for you guys. Tupou and Havili will reach their 20-test milestone for Tonga. Shout out to the boys, that's awesome. And Kiwis have won their last 6 test matches at Mount Smart Stadium. Man, how crazy is the crowd going to be? Like, do you think it's going to be more Tongans or more Kiwis? Like, seriously, that's... I think we might see a bigger Red Sea than a Black Sea. I think it might be all red. I just have a feeling. It's going to be absolutely electric. I wish I was there, man. I really want to go to a Samoa versus Tonga or Tonga and someone in New Zealand. I reckon it would be sick, man. I'd absolutely love it, man. It should be awesome. Would be awesome, not should be. All right, I got a double up for this one, guys. And look, just being straight up, man. Like, you guys know if you've been following me for a minute, and if you're not already, why aren't you following me? Seriously, bro. Smash that subscribe button. Look, I do it usually pretty data-driven and stuff like that. We just can't in these. I'm just going with my gut. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier in the video, I do feel like we will get a bit more of a free-flowing game in this one, even though it's you trying to make the final. I just feel like it's going to be a little more free-flowing. So for my double-up, guys, I've gone Tonga over 9.5, Tonga under 29.5, so to fall in that bracket. So 2 tries, less than 5 or less, essentially. over 33.5 points, and Tonga plus 16.5. I think they can keep it close. I really do. And then my try scorers, guys, I've gone William Warbrick and Ola Kawatu as well. Now, the reason why I've gone them is, I don't actually know, this is a little bit weird, but Homoli played left. And if I did get this wrong, guys, correct me, but I went back and watched. I'm like, that is the left-hand side, hey? I'm so bad at my left and right. So, and Katoa, because they both played right for their club, so obviously one of them had to go to the other side. It was Homoli. So he would be running at Sean Johnson. Now, Chance, I know, doesn't normally defend in that position, but he's pretty solid defender. Like, I don't know what his missed tackle rate and all that sort of stuff, but I just mean physically he's a good defender. Like, he's not heaps more than Homoli. I think Homoli running at Sean Johnson is nice. Like, Sean, like, he's not a cone, he's not a turnstile, but you know, he's not one of those elite defenders like in the halves like Dylan Brown or anything like that. Like, he's you know, you can let one in. It's second possible. You know, you might. Homoli runs at him 5 times. You're like, oh, I might just let one through here. And Warbrick as well. He's just always good for a try too. So Sean Johnson kicking to him. Love it. Absolutely love it, guys. So they're the ones I'm going with. And like I said, more gut than anything. It's not really data driven or anything like that. And we'll see how they play out. But I'm pretty confident in them. I reckon they could both definitely hit. Now, let's just have a little look, see who we think's actually going to win this thing. I mean, Kiwis are pretty firm favourites at $1.39 and Tonga at $3. Now, look, man, we'll get to it in a minute, but I'm just going to have a look at the stats. Tonga versus Australia, Kiwis versus Australia. I actually thought Tonga played really, really good, man. Now, Australia, the completion rate wasn't high. There was a few uncharacteristic errors, bits and pieces like that, blah, blah, blah. I'm not sitting here saying, like, Tonga was so awesome and, you know, like, you know, and Australia were like, at their absolute best and you could only score three tries. But someone said, like, Australia won 18-0, which is a 13-plus win. It's technically a hiding, but they dead set saved 4, 5, 6 tries. And I think 3 of those try-saving tries, desperate, holding the ball up over try, was literally in the last 15, 20 minutes. So I thought they were really, really good. In fact, I was probably more impressed with Tonga in patches, just to the naked eye. We're not talking because we're about to look at the stats and it's sort of saying the opposite of what I'm saying. I sort of felt like Tonga were better than Australia, more than the Kiwis were better than Australia throughout the game, if that makes sense. So, you know, Australia won both games. They're the better team for larger periods of both those games. But I felt like Tonga was better than the Kiwis in larger patches, if that makes sense. I thought they looked really nice sometimes. It's just both teams actually have the same problem, just struggling to score points. They don't have that, you know, if we just have a look at the team list before we get to it, they don't, like I said, both definitely not ball playing fullbacks, and you've got sixes that just aren't him as far as the sixth position goes, very specialty. And when you, like, I knew exactly, like, you just knew where the ball was going whenever something was on. Like, of course it's going to Sean Johnson, and of course it was going to Katoa. It was very easy to read. So that's sort of both their problems there, I guess you could say. It's just getting those points, but I think both teams have to play through the middle. Hit, spin, offload. You got offloads here, plenty of offloads. Hit, spin, get a quick play the ball off Homoli and Katoa. I mean, Homoli and Katoa could get it over Papali'i and Sorensen. Fast play the ball, play off the back of that. Get Keeney, get Hopewadi involved through the middle. A little bit of like how Pappenhausen plays. Play that role rather than trying to run plays. I'd just be playing off the cuff footy and cut and stick like that. So Australia versus Tonga. Even field position, but yeah, Australia, like I said, they did complete poorly. Some of those were forced errors though, you know, so Tonga, very good completion rate, but just one thing for Tonga, completely out-muscled here in the metres department. Now, some of this would have been kick return metres, as you can see here, so they beat them by a good 120 there, so I guess if you take 60 off here and 180 off there, a little bit more even, but you're Tonga, bro. You're not France. You should at least be running for as many metres as that not big Australian pack. So I think they need to go through them a bit more, through the middle, work for the quick play the balls. Yeah, like 35 run metres per average set distance for a Tongan team for me is not enough. Offloading, like, I think like they need to play a bit more like this Tonga, offload a little bit more. And then when we get to tackle efficiency, it's not horrendous, 38. You're playing a stacked team. That's actually pretty good, man. Like I've always said, if 30 and under is brilliant, that's where you want to be. 38, you're still in a good. When you got guys like Hammer and Turbo and like Mitchell Moses and stuff like that's pretty. You're talking about the best players in the world. That's pretty damn good. Penalties conceded even so. Errors 9 to 19. Yeah, so I don't see Australia doing that again anytime soon. Then when we come and look at the Kiwis versus Australia, very similar. So Kiwis actually had more possession, completed better. Australia completed much better in this game. They actually won the meters battle, and that's something Tonga's really going to have. If they want to win this, they've got to somehow get on top and at least make this number even. You can do it with your long kicking game. Katoa can stop them from making so many kick return meters. Just remember, guys, like rugby league is literally force and backs. So people we used to play it at school, man. We all remember it. It is literally a game of force and backs, and the more time you're in good field position, you're probably going to score more points. It's actually quite a simple game when you break it down. Line breaks 5-3, average set distance. So that's great from the Kiwis. So, Sean, total passes, kicks. Let's have a look at the offloads. Where were the offloads? 15-20. So yeah, I'd love to see an offload fest from both teams. I really would. I think they can do it, man. Paseka can offload as well off the bench. Let's come back down here. Tackle efficiency from the Kiwis was brilliant. Look at that, 32 missed tackles. Goes to show, good players don't miss many tackles. Like we all say, because you're versing the best offense as well. And, we see games like club games where teams have 55, 60 missed tackles and you're damn. It's just like, man, those good players don't miss them. It's all the juniors out there. Just work on your defense. 8 errors to 11. So, look, I like the Kiwis' numbers better here. I'm just leaning to the Kiwis just slightly. I actually don't agree with this price. I think the Tonga should be a little closer. Like I said, I feel like they were better in patches. They got to play Australia, have a week off, rest, recover, train, work on their combinations. Kiwis sort of diving straight back into it. I reckon this could be really close. Like I said, that's why I like Tonga under 8. What was that? With a 17-point head start and 16-point head start, I think it was. And I think they can keep it close, but Kiwis at home, I think they got a little more strike. Yeah, just a little more strike in the key positions. And like I said, I think Nikorema's that wild card off the bench. They have to get him early, and let him wreak havoc. Because he had some games this year, bro. Like he's a really handy footy player. He's really, really handy offensively anyway. So I think they need to unload him. So I'm going to go the Kiwis, guys. 1-12. I think it's going to be close. And my punts are ready, guys. So let's see how we go. If you haven't already, guys, make sure you're subscribed and all that sort of stuff. This is our second last full game of rugby league for the year, but obviously if doing heaps of NFL, NBA punting and stuff like that, guys. So if you do want to follow us on the Discord and Dabble and all that sort of stuff, I'll leave the links in the description of this video, guys. I'd love to hear from you, and bring it on. I can't wait for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.